At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please place your cell phone on silent if you hadn't already done so. This evening, once I've announced the graduates, we ask that you remain at your seat until our graduates have exited the room. A reception honoring our graduates will be held in the cafeteria. The invocation will now be given by Christopher Stevens.
Everybody bow with me for a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for allowing us to make it to this day of celebration, for allowing families to be here to witness doors closing and new ones opening. I pray that you may be with each and every one of us and our families, and that you may give us wisdom on our journey, and give us thanks to the teachers, classmates, and family that help make it possible. Lord, I pray that you may bless the rest of the day and everyone here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Christopher. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Cadence Kimball to come up and lead us in the pledge.
Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Cadence. Everyone, please have a seat. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the faculty and staff, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this special celebration. Tonight, we honor a group of remarkable young people, the class of 2025, a class of talent, resilience, and heart. And to our graduates, the hassle was worth the tassel. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Brian Law, Superintendent of Huntsville Schools.
Thank you, Bruce. Just sitting here, I think about the 20 we have out in front of us and the opportunities that lay out there for them. 1 year ago, I was working at the Educational Co-op in Farmington, about to finish my career. And about this time of the year, got a phone call, got an opportunity to come over and work in the Huntsville St. Paul School District and meet these outstanding people. I can't tell you how blessed I feel to have this opportunity. It's been a great year. And I think about the year that it's been for me, and I think about all the opportunities that are out there for these young people. 20 boys and girls, young men, young ladies, that have the opportunities to go so many different places. So many doors are open for them. I look forward to seeing where their future goes. Before we get started, it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and I think it would be a great opportunity to just give a round of applause to our teachers that are here for the work they've done with these 20. And the work they do with all of our kids here. I'd also like to brag a little bit to say that our elementary school actually moved up an entire letter grade this year. So congratulations for the great work that took place in that. This time I would like to introduce our school board. Start with Whitney Comer, president of our board. Mr. Josh Obenshane and Nick Wilson, both board members, could not be here tonight. Two names very familiar to all of you, Bobby Gullidge, Natalie Swafford, Steve Obenshane, and Connie Tinberg. I'd like to thank the board for the opportunity to work in this school district for this year. What a blessing it's been for me to meet these teachers, these students. I want to thank them for that. I want to thank you all. This is a special place. There are great things going on in St. Paul. And I'm glad to have worked with you. I look forward to seeing where these 20 go. And I want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Law. I bet a lot of you thought he had about a 3-page speech lined up, didn't you? Right now, we're going to have a presentation of our scholarships, and we're going to start with Mr. Dennis Donahue.
Thank you. Well, congratulations, the graduating class 2025 St. Paul High. I know this is a night that's very exciting to you, maybe a little scary. You're getting ready to get out in the world and away from school, but I assure each of you that there's a bright future for all of you. Grasp those opportunities that come your way. I'm here tonight to present the Ralph Baker Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship, of course, is to give to deserving graduates to help them with expenses in their college career. But also, just as importantly, this scholarship, this memorial fund, is to remember the legacy of Sheriff Ralph Baker, to keep his memory alive. Sheriff Baker was sheriff of this county for 25 plus years, and we hope this scholarship not only helps you seniors, but also keeps his memory alive. This scholarship is given all through the county, Kingston, Huntsville, and St. Paul. Tonight, we're giving 2 scholarships here at St. Paul in the amount of $1,000. The first scholarship goes to Clayton Hooper McCoy. The second scholarship goes to the granddaughter of the founding board member, one of the founding board members of this scholarship fund, who served as chairman of this fund for a lot of years. And Cadence, I assure you, Nana is very proud of you. Cadence Kimball.
Thank you, Dennis. Next up will be Miss Candace Sorrell with the PTSO scholarship.
Thank you. Hello, I have from the St. Paul School PTSO Scholarship. After reading some submissions that were sent to us, we have chosen Isela Cousins to the amount of $500.
Thank you, Candace. And now Mr. Bobby Gullidge.
Thank you. I give out the Callie Grace Garris Memorial Scholarship. I started this one night sitting on the bleachers over here behind you students. There was other students, and I noticed an empty chair. I had not heard the family's tragedy story, and I learned that night of the story, and I told myself, I'm going to see to it that we can keep Callie's name involved in the school. So anyway, I have a small one scholarship for $500, and I'd like to present it to McKenna Clark.
Thank you, Bobby. And now, Mr. Murray Massey.
Good evening. I have two scholarship programs to present tonight. First is the Ozarks Electric Scholarship. They've been doing this for many years for one of our graduates in the amount of $1,000. Second is the Lester Bryant Memorial Scholarship, also for $1,000. And let me just briefly say, some of you in the audience may know Lester Bryant, some of you may not. He was a St. Paul graduate, and while he was attending high school, he loved reading, and he loved hanging out in the library as often as he could. And he graduated and went on to college and had a successful career in the oil and gas industry in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And after his passing, his daughter wanted to start a new scholarship program, and this is the second year for it. The money is to be used to help pay for post-high school education. Both scholarship committees that represent these two programs met, and it just so happens that one of our graduates was selected for both of these awards. Therefore, it is my pleasure to present both of these awards to Cadence Kimball.
Thank you, Mr. Massey. Now we're going to get on with our student speeches. So at this time, I would like to introduce our 2025 class salutatorian, Mr. Clayton Hooper.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, staff, family members, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Standing here today is both an honor and a humbling experience. As I look out at all of you, the people I've shared classrooms, hallways, and so many memories with, I'm reminded that this moment is not just the end of something, but the beginning of everything. We didn't all walk the same path to get here. Some of us spent many hours studying, others balanced school with jobs, sports, and/or family responsibilities. Some gave it everything they had every single day. Others weren't even sure they'd be here. But no matter how many hours we put in, how smooth or difficult the journey was, we've all arrived at the same place, together. And that is ready to turn the page, and that's something truly worth celebrating. To our teachers, thank you for being so much more than instructors. You were mentors, motivators, and sometimes even lifelines. You believed in us even on days we didn't believe in ourselves. You guided us, stood by us, and reminded us that failure was just another step towards growth. The lessons you gave us weren't only found in your textbooks. They were in your patience, your honesty, and the stories you shared, whether personal, historical, or downright ridiculous, that helped us understand, stay motivated, and see what success could look like beyond the classroom. to our families and loved ones. Words will never be enough. I speak for most of us when I say you were our foundation when everything felt shaky. You stayed up with us through stress and tears, showed up for the big moments and the small ones, and gave us strength when we had none left. Your love has been our quiet constant, and your sacrifices often unseen but deeply felt. Today, as we hold these diplomas, know that they are yours too. And to my classmates, even if we didn't all walk the same path or always see eye to eye, we still made it here together. We shared the same early mornings and stressful deadlines. We learned alongside each other, even if we weren't always close. And in our own ways, we each left a mark on this place, whether through quiet determination or bold leadership. Each of us helped shape this chapter. We may not all be friends, but we are forever part of the same story, and that's something worth recognizing. Now we face a future that's both exciting and uncertain, and that's okay. We are not expected to have all the answers right now. What matters is that we're willing to ask questions, to keep learning, and to never stop growing. Success isn't about being the loudest voice or the first to arrive at the finish line. It's about staying true to who you are and lifting others as you climb. So as we leave this chapter behind and step into whatever comes next, whether it's college, work, the military, or something still uncertain, let's move forward with what we've gained: resilience, growth, and the understanding that even small steps matter. Our time here wasn't perfect, but it prepared us in ways we're only beginning to understand. Congratulations to the class of 2025. May we move forward with purpose, with integrity, and with the confidence to face whatever comes next. Thank you.
Thank you, Clayton. At this time, I would like to introduce our 2025 class valedictorian, Miss Josie Ross. Josie changed the plan on me at the last minute.
Sorry. Okay. Good evening, family and friends. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate our graduation. I'll keep this short and sweet, but even if I won't be up here that long, I'm no less grateful for being up here. This school has always been a comforting place for me to go to, and I looked forward to going nearly every day. It will be sad to say goodbye to everyone, but we will all have to go our separate ways at some point. I want to wish my classmates luck in their futures, whether it's college, work, or the military. I hope life treats all of us well and that we can succeed. Thank you.
Good job, Josie. So we started a tradition a couple years ago where each graduating class selects a staffalty member. That could be a teacher or it could be a custodian, whoever, that they felt like has made an impact in their life, and they would like to speak. Sometimes the person they select will speak, sometimes they won't. And it is my pleasure to introduce our honorary staffalty guest speaker chosen by your class, retiring Mr. Darrell Trahan.
It is my honor to speak tonight. I've worked on this speech a long time. 33 years I've been preparing for this speech. My last one. I went to a graduation at the University of Arkansas several years ago, and the valedictorian got up to speak, and she used every word she had learned in college. 50-cent words flying all over the place. It was about halfway through the speech that people started diving off of the balconies into the crowd below. As they were carried out on a stretcher, you could hear them laughing because they would rather be in the hospital than listening to that speech. But I'm going to keep you here for 3 hours anyway. My notes. I want to thank the faculty, the school board, family, friends, grandparents, everybody for being here tonight. I thank the class for this opportunity to speak. I really want to thank our school board because I watch a lot of TV, mostly YouTube, and the world's gone nuts, y'all. The world done lost its mind up in here. I want to thank our school board for protecting us from the craziness that I see on YouTube. Your kids are going to a good school, really good school. I want to thank all the family, the parents, grandparents, whoever gets these people ready to get here every day. I want to thank you for your dedication, your effort. Thank you for sending them to us. Thank you for the opportunity that you've given us to spend a little bit of time with your kids. What an honor for us to be able to pour into their lives. Greatest job in the world. I just had a chance the other day after the interview to talk to our new science teacher that will be replacing me. And I took him aside and I said, "Brother, you don't know what you've done." He said, "What?" I said, "You just applied to the greatest place on earth, man. You just stepped into paradise and don't even know it." And so he's stoked. So I was trying to get him hyped up a little bit so he'd do a good job. To the parents, I want to say, thank you for all the prayer that you've put into that child, and don't you dare stop now, because they're fixing to leave your house. Some of them are never leaving. You know if I'm talking to you, don't you? Yeah. But some of these kids are going to leave your house, and they're going to face temptation that they've never had to deal with while under your roof. Pray hard, folks. Pray hard. Now let me talk a little bit to my kids. They wanted me to write a speech, and I told them, if I can't talk to my kids, why am I in this education business? I want to talk to you just a little bit about choices. Well, one day, I got a call. My brother wanted to take me fishing. I said, "All right, I'll go. I love to fish. Let's go fishing." He said, "We're going to go." My little brother, I'm adopted. My little brother's a little bitty Cajun dude. He said, "Let's go over there on the Mississippi River. We'll catch some catfish." I was like, "All right, come get me." He came to pick me up. And I went fishing with my brother over on the Mississippi River. Beautiful sunny day, and we're out there catfishing. And I mean, I had waited to catch a fish forever. It had been way over a minute. Way over a minute. And so I looked around and I thought to myself, what could I get into? And the river had come up and had eaten into the bank and had cut this big hole in the bank. There was just a thin layer of dirt over the top of it. And I thought to myself, I need to bust that. Some of you remember that picture in the physical science book of that giant rock standing up? And we discussed whether or not we would spend hours trying to figure out how to push it into the ocean. Yeah, it was one of those moments. I had to bust that. So I just propped my rod up and went and started trying to figure out how to bust that thing. I wanted to cave it in so bad. Well, I threw one rock and that didn't do it. I threw another rock and that didn't do it. And finally I picked up this big, huge chunk of asphalt, blacktop. And I chunked it on there. And when I did, it busted in half and part of it came back and stood straight up in my foot. Ruined a perfectly good fishing trip. I didn't take the chance to enjoy being out on the river on a sunny day with my brother fishing. I made a really bad choice and ruined a perfectly good day of fishing. My brother, he loves me very much. He took my shirt and wrapped it around my foot, and then he put my foot inside of a bread bag. And I thought maybe that was something he had learned in the military. It wasn't. It was a new truck, and he didn't want me bleeding all over it. He loved me very much, still does. I made a bad choice, and it cost me a whole day of fishing. Another time, a while back now, and I was at work, and there was this hot chick that got hired to work with me. Man, she looked good, y'all. I'm like, hey, girl, dang. Yeah, that. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, we were at work together, and we were at our workstations. There was this radio. I don't remember which of us had brought it in, but the cassette wouldn't play. And so she was over there, and she was like, I can't get the cassette to play. So I walked over there. For you that don't know what that is, ask your grandpa. He'll tell you all about it. But you had to bump the cassette several times, loosen it up, and it would start playing. So I went over there to show off my cassette skills. Now, she never said anything, but every fiber of her body was screaming, kiss me, big boy. Every inch of that woman, from the top of her head to the sole of her feet, was screaming, kiss me, I dare you. And so I did. I've been married to that woman for 42 years now. You don't know if the choice you're fixing to make is going to ruin a good day of fishing or bring you the love of your life. But you need to guard your choices well. Stop, think, and recognize what can happen. She was 15. I could have went to prison. On my behalf, I did not know she was that young. I thought she was 18. I was mistaken. I had to marry her to stay out of jail. What else could I do? But we've been together 42 years, so I guess it was a pretty good choice after all, wasn't it? Those of you that know me know that my life has been just a series of stories. When I was going to speak, the first thing that I had to speak, Kate said, just tell us some stories, because that's what I do. Well, I'm actually going to write a book about it, but I have all these stories that I've accumulated through my life. Some are interesting, some are sad. Most of them are pretty funny, because that's what makes it cool. You guys are writing your own story. And I am proud to say that I got to write myself in, just a little bit at least. In the early chapters, I got to write myself into your story. That's exciting for me. Because, I'm old. I ain't going to live forever. But I'd like to think the story goes on. I think you'll be telling Dr. Butterworth's story long after I'm gone. Especially come Halloween. Because that's spooky. Now, you guys don't have the advantage I have when you're writing your story, because you didn't get the fantastic opportunity of growing up in a mental institute. But don't let that slow you down. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, ask a kid. Any kid, they'll tell you. I had a huge advantage over you. But this is what I want to say to you tonight. Tonight, you move on to the next chapter in your story. You're going to write your own story. When you're writing your own story, you live your life so that your story is something you want to tell. You have opportunities to create grand adventure out of nothing. Some of you are really good at that already. Some of you, I'm surprised, are alive, just to be honest with you. You have opportunities to write some great stories in your life. Take that opportunity. Write stories. Write a great love story. I wrote a great love story with my beautiful wife. We've been writing that story for 42 years, and there's so many interesting stories within that story. I've been writing my story for 33 years in the classroom. I can't talk to the seniors individually. I'd love to do that, but I said I was not going to be that girl at graduation at U of A. And besides, I would start crying, and you would start crying, and then I would, nobody could understand a word I'm saying, so we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to leave you with the words of Natasha Bedingfield when she said, "Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Write a good story, guys."
I can promise you, if Flo wasn't going to retire before that, she would have now, wouldn't you, Flo? You know, guys, you're going to hear lots of different ways to make right and wrong choices, but that might be the best one. Graduates, would you please stand? At this time, I would like to ask our class sponsors, Miss Krista Huff and Miss Tiffany Smith, and our superintendent, Mr. Brian Law, and school board members, Mr. Bobby Gullidge and Miss Natalie Swafford, to assist me in the presentation of diplomas. It's time. Take a breath. Brooklyn Ann Calico. Daughter of Sheena Calico and Floyd Calico, Brooklyn plans to join the workforce. McKenna Rose Clark, daughter of Eric and Charlotte Clark. McKenna received the Callie Grace Memorial Scholarship of $500. McKenna plans to attend Paul Mitchell School for Cosmetology. Cheyenne Fern Cook, daughter of David and Renee Cook. Cheyenne plans to join the workforce. Isela Rose Cousins, daughter of Tracy and Lucia Cousins. Isela received the PTSO scholarship of $500. Isela plans to get her General Science Associate's degree at Arkansas State University. Logan Scott Griggs, son of Tanya Griggs. Logan plans to join the workforce. Lainey Michelle Hare, daughter of Carrie Hare and Lane Hare. Lainey received the Academic Plus scholarship for $20,000 over 4 years, the U of A Freshman Academic Scholarship of $1,000, and the Pell Grant of $7,395, for a total of $53,580. Laney plans to attend the University of Arkansas, majoring in psychology and becoming a therapist. Remington Lane Hawkins, son of William and Kimberly Hawkins. Remington plans to join the workforce. Clayton Andrew Hooper, son of Stephanie McCoy and Scott McCoy. Clayton has a scholarship and grant package from the University of the Ozarks totaling $119,600 over 4 years. He received the Academic Challenge Plus Scholarship of $20,000 over 4 years, the Ralph Baker Scholarship of $1,000, for a total of $140,600. Clayton plans to attend the University of the Ozarks in Clarksville and pursue a career in political science and become a criminal defense attorney. He will be passing out cards after graduation. Austin Nicholas Karakasillas. Sorry, Austin. Son of Nicole Shirky and Chuck Karakasillas. Sorry again, Austin. Austin plans to join the workforce. Cadence Elizabeth Kimball, daughter of Tim and Tracy Kimball. She received the University of the Ozarks Presidential Scholarship of $57,600 over 4 years, the Ozarks Electric Scholarship of $1,000, the Ralph Baker Scholarship of $1,000, the Lester Bryant Memorial Scholarship of $1,000, for a total of $60,000. Cadence plans to attend the University of Ozarks and major in pre-physical therapy. Jason Dale McCarley, son of Alice Snow. Smile, Jason. Jason plans to join the workforce. Seat Lolly Maria Montez, daughter of Jose and Lacey Montez. Lolly plans to join the workforce. Trevor Keith Riley, son of Keith Riley and Mary Riley. Trevor plans to join the workforce. Israel Faustino Rivera, son of Israel and Martina Rivera. Israel plans to attend the University of Arkansas, majoring in bioengineering. Josephine Wild Ross, daughter of Jennifer and Darren Van Landingham and Melvin and Desiree Ross. Josie received the Arkansas Challenge Plus Scholarship of $20,000 over 4 years. Josie plans to attend Northwest Arkansas Community College and major in general education. Landon Zachary Smith, son of Maya Smith. Landon plans to join the workforce. Zoe Lynn Smith, daughter of Nicholas and Christine Smith. Zoe plans to join the workforce. Christopher Eric Stevens. Son of Tasha and Jesse Metcalf. Christopher plans to join the workforce. Connor Michael Welch. Son of Jesse Welch and Austin Lewis. Connor plans to join the workforce. We have 7 students graduating with college credits. Students, as I call your name, please stand and be recognized. These are our concurrent credit hours. Clayton Hooper, 18 hours. Cadence Kimball, 18 hours. Laney Hare, 15 hours. Isayla Cousins, 12 hours. Israel Rivera, 9 hours. Lolly Montez, 6 hours. Zoe Smith, 3 hours. For a total as a class of 81 college hours. So you guys remember yesterday in rehearsal when I read the total to you of your scholarships? It's went up quite a bit. So as of today, the class of 2025 has amassed a total of $275,180 in scholarship offers. Congratulations. At this time, we have a tradition here at St. Paul where our graduates will present their families with flowers. At this time, graduates, please do so.
Hey Mom, I know we're getting old, and the lines on our hands have changed, but you still look at me the same. Hey Mom, guess what? You're really tough. And I know you did all you could just to make sure my life was good. Sorry for the fights and the tone of my voice. Sorry for the nights when I made the wrong choice. Life is flying by and it's hitting me now. I hope it's not, but if this is the last time, please come close. I love you with all my heart, you know. I don't wanna cry, I'm bad at goodbye. If this is the last time, then let's do the things we always do. Like go to the mall and buy some shoes. I don't wanna cry, I'm bad at goodbye. If this is the last time. Hey Dad, what's up? Miss you so much. Yeah, the shade of your hair has changed, but I look up to you the same. Taught me how to fish, taught me how to ride a bike, taught me how to love, how to treat a woman right.
Graduates, would you please stand? These students have met the requirements of the state of Arkansas and the Huntsville School District to become St. Paul High School graduates. We have another tradition that I believe was started by our guest speaker years ago, Mr. Trahan, where our students will turn their own tassels. I know at some graduations, when they received their diplomas, they would have got their tassels turned, but we do it here. We think it's more special this way. So students, at this time, please conduct your tassel ceremony.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
I know they act like they don't like each other sometimes, right? Would everybody please stand at this time? We're almost done. The benediction will now be given by Miss Isela Cousins, and please remain standing for the recessional after this.
Would you all please bow your heads? Dear God, as we come to the end of this graduation ceremony, we thank you for guiding and sustaining us throughout this journey. We are grateful for the knowledge we've gained, the friendships we've made, and the challenges we've overcome. Bless us as we step into the future and help us to use our talents and education to make a positive impact on the world. Guide our steps, open new doors, and give us the courage to pursue our dreams. May we always remember the lessons we've learned and the values we've embraced during our time here. In your name we pray. Amen.
We're almost there, Cadence. Almost there. Jason, are you awake for this last part? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our class of 2025. Have some fun.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here.
Fight. Tell everybody make sure they gather all their stuff from underneath. Y'all ready? Yeah, go ahead, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say again that we are having a ceremony for them in the cafeteria. Everybody is welcome to come up here and take pictures and have some fun with our kids. Thank you all for coming. This concludes our ceremony.
Here comes the sun, I say it's alright.